And welcome to R1 Unrated Podcast. I am your boy, the real King of Spades. And today we're going to be talking about how and why I can't get a job. Okay? And then we're going to talk about night one of WrestleMania. Okay? But before we get to that, we're gonna talk about like how and why I can't get a job. Okay. So the reason why I can't get a job is because it makes things so difficult for me. Okay. It makes things so difficult for me to get a job. Like there's like some people that knows what to do on getting a job. Me, it makes things so difficult for me to get a job. And so like if I get a job, I'll probably don't know what to do. But there's like it makes things so difficult for me to get a job. And especially me, I am on SSI. I get Social Security for learning disabilities. Okay? So that's the reason why I can't get a job. So it makes things so difficult, So I'm gonna put it this way. So like if I had a job, if I was working, I wouldn't know what to do, and make things like harder, for my brain to keep up. So that's the reason why I can't get a job. And like I said, I told you on the last podcast. So I was working with my uncle. Okay, I graduated high school in 2000. I graduated from Stag High School in 2000. And I guess like I said, my stepdad, my other stepdad, Ruben, got me to work with my uncle. Because I wasn't doing anything or nothing else. I wasn't doing nothing. But yeah, I started working with my uncle in 2000 at his body shop. And so I used to come on time to work with my uncle. But there was one time that I used to come late to work. So once I came late, I had to work late, work overtime. But noticing that when I was working with my aunt and my uncle at the body shop, I used to get paid $40. Yeah, I used to get paid $40. Working with my uncle every time at his body shop, I used to get $40. Now I know what you're gonna say, like, why were they giving you $40? Because so I used to get the cars ready, prep the cars, sand the cars down to get it ready for my cousin to paint the cars. But okay, so my cousin was getting paid more than me. I was only getting $40. Not even enough. I was getting like $40 every Friday just for working with my uncle at his body shop. Okay? I was like getting $40. And, there was just one time like I was about to quit. But, I didn't, I just hang in there, until like when the time was already up. But yeah, I was only getting paid $40. Like, you can't do nothing with $40, right? And this is season 1, episode 8 of the R1 Unrated podcast. So yeah, like I said, I was only getting paid $40. It's like, what's $40 gonna do? You can't do nothing. You can't buy no food with $40. It's like $40 will go quick, right? So yeah, But the only thing that I didn't know is that my aunt and my uncle was using my money for car parts, for car parts. Yeah. It's like they were ripping me off on the money. And my cousin was getting paid more than me. More than I was getting paid. I was only getting paid $40 every Friday for working with them. And my cousin was getting paid more than me. So it's like, when you have a job, like working at a body shop, you get paid more. Me, I was only getting paid $40 every Friday. It's like, that's just like ridiculous. Like, my cousin was getting paid more than me because, he paint cars and everything. Me, I was prepping the cars to get the cars ready, and my cousin paint the cars. So it's like, so it's like getting the cars ready, prepping the cars. It's like you're supposed to get paid more on that, right? It's like when you get the cars ready and then somebody else paint the cars, you're supposed to get paid more. But, like I said, I was only getting paid $40. Not getting paid enough, but my cousin was getting paid more than me. So yeah, like that's how like I've been working with my uncle, And then there was that time that I used to come always on time, but I think I came like late like twice or 3 times. So yeah, every time I came late, yeah. So every time I came late to work, I used to work late. But I think I came late like 3 times to work, 3 times. But yeah, like other than that, like it was like there was that time like I was about to quit and all that. But I didn't quit. you know, I just hang in there to work, you know, like there was like I said, I was almost about to quit, working with my uncle, but I didn't quit. So like I said, getting paid $40 was not that much for me. Like I get the cars ready, done, and all that, and still yet my cousin was getting paid more than me. And that is just like ridiculous. Like it's like when you prep the cars and get the cars ready, you're supposed to get paid like more money. But like I was getting paid like only $40. It's like you can't do nothing with $40. All you could do is like buy fast food with it, and then there goes the money. But yeah, and then yeah, also, I think my uncle had a ranch. I used to help him at the ranch, So yeah, my uncle had horses at the ranch. I used to help him. And also I used to work late with him at the ranch, But, like I was getting like sick and tired of working, with my uncle, but couldn't do nothing, beside working with my uncle, only getting paid lousy $40 every Friday. Now, comment down below. Would you work for $40? Would you work for $40 at someone's body shop? Yes or no? So, like I said, me getting paid $40, that was not good for me. Like if I was working at someone else's body shop, I would have got paid more. And like I said, my cousin was getting paid more than me. But like I said, my uncle and my aunt was using my money for car parts. And like the fact that I didn't know that they were using my money for car parts. Yeah, they were using my money for car parts. And still yet I was only getting $40 every Friday. Like every Friday, like when I used to work with my aunt and my uncle, every Friday I used to get paid $40. If I didn't get paid Friday, I get paid Saturday. I was only getting paid $40. And it's like, like getting paid $40, like you can't do nothing with that, You can't buy groceries. You can't buy groceries, food with that, like getting paid $40, like it was not enough for me. Like there was just one time like I wanted to speak up, for myself, how come I was only getting paid $40? That was only it. But get this. My aunt, she was my payee. Okay, so she was giving me $40 every Friday. just for working with my uncle at his body shop, getting paid $40. If you think that's ridiculous, it is. Because my cousin was getting paid more than me. It's just like it's like it's like when you're working with family at their body shop, you're supposed to get paid more, right? Comment down below, like if you was working with someone if you were working with your family, and then your family pays you, you're supposed to get paid more. Well, me, like I said, getting paid $40 was not good. And then, like I said, I used to get in trouble for coming late to work as well too. So every time I come late, I get in trouble. So I stay late to work. I work overtime. Now, like I said, working overtime, I used to hate working overtime, okay? I used to hate working overtime, with my uncle. Like, there was just one time, like, I was about to leave, but, I decided not to. But yeah, I was almost about to leave, okay? I was almost about to leave, okay? Yes, so yeah, I was almost about to leave. But get this. So when I was working with my uncle, okay, I used to get applications from McDonald's and Taco Bell and even KFC. I used to get applications from there. But well, actually, I was that close to getting a job at McDonald's. Okay, I was that close for getting a job at McDonald's, but actually, didn't work. Didn't work out. So I think I tried getting a job at Home Goods. If you know where that is, I I almost got that job like that, but yeah. So I didn't get that job, but I was almost that close to get that job. But yeah, like I said, like if you're working with somebody at their body shop, you're supposed to get paid more. But yeah, so yeah, like I said, my my first stepdad, the one my mom married, got me to work with my uncle, you know. But yeah, me, I was only getting paid lousy $40. It's like you can't do nothing with $40, but like I said, other than that, not getting paid enough. It's like, like I tried getting a job when I was still working with my uncle. I tried getting a job. But, it didn't work out. But, like I say, like I said, my cousin was getting paid more than me. Just because, like he's a painter and he paint cars, he was getting paid more than I was. Just because, you know how to paint cars, you get paid more, but when I get the cars ready, I was only getting paid less, getting paid $40. And yes, it's getting paid $40 was not even enough. So, like I said, like if I didn't get paid Friday, I usually get paid Saturday. Okay? So there was like one time, like I said, when I was working with my uncle, I used to get paid every Friday or sometime Saturdays. But, like I said, I didn't realize that my uncle, my aunt was using my money for car parts. So yeah, they were using my money for, to buy car parts and everything. So yeah, my aunt and my uncle was ripping me off. It's like getting paid $40 and then using my money for car parts. That is ridiculous. So yeah. All right, so yeah, we're gonna talk about WrestleMania Night 1. So should we get to it? Let's do it. All right, so WrestleMania Night 1. Let's talk about it, okay? All right, so let's talk about WrestleMania Night 1. Alright, so WrestleMania Night 1 was amazing. So if you didn't watch WrestleMania Night 1, I suggest to watch it because okay, so starting with the kickoff, it was The Miz and Snoop Dogg to kick off WrestleMania 39. Then it was for the WWE United States Championship, Austin Theory versus John Cena. So Austin Theory put up his title against John Cena. Now, I'm going to say that match was okay. It wasn't good, but it was just okay. It was just okay. Alright, so let's move on to the next one. So, as you may know, Austin Theory defeated John Cena. Austin Theory is still United States champion. And then from there, a fatal four-way. The winner will get a future tag team title shot. So it was Braun Strowman, Ricochet, the Street Profits, Alpha Academy, and the Viking Raiders. So, as you may know, the Street Profits were victorious on that. So the Street Profits wins. Then it came down to Logan Paul and Seth Rollins. Now that match was amazing. Okay? That match was amazing. So Seth Rollins end up defeating Logan Paul. Then we have the women's match. Damage Control versus Becky Lynch, Lita, and Trish Stratus. Now, the women's match was awesome. So, the winners were Becky Lynch, Lita, and Trish Stratus. They defeated Damage Control. Now it came down to Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio. That match was amazing. Father versus son was amazing. So Rey Mysterio ends up defeating his son, Dominic Mysterio. And then it came down to the SmackDown Women's Champion, Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Now, that match was the best match ever. Between Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair, that match was the best. But we crowned a new SmackDown Women's Champion. Rhea Ripley ends up defeating Charlotte Flair to become the new SmackDown Women's Champion. Then we had Pat McAfee versus The Miz. Now, that match was alright. But Pat McAfee ends up defeating The Miz. Then it came down to the main event. Okay? The main event was the best match ever. Now, if you watch WrestleMania, go watch Night 1. Okay, go watch Night 1. But it was for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus the Usos. Now, that match was amazing. It was the best main event by far. Okay, it was the best main event. If you think Night 2 is going to be awesome between Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, but like I said, and then recrowned new undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, ends up defeating the Usos and recrowned new undisputed Tag Team Champions. So WrestleMania Night 1 was amazing. Now, Night 2 is going to be awesome. Alright, so, alright, so, like I said, like, the reason why I can't get a job is because, it make things like, like, hard for me, to get a job. But, on the other hand, it's like, I tried getting a job. I tried. Even though when I was still working with my uncle, I tried getting a job. It's like I was that close to working at McDonald's. I was that close to working at McDonald's. But I had like the answers right. I had the answers right, and and all that. I had the answers right, but you know, I I failed at that, getting a job, and then I almost got the job working at Home Goods. Okay, I almost got that job, almost. So it's like I went to the interview. Um, they told me something, and then I forgot what I was gonna say, but I also failed. I also failed at that. So yeah, but I was almost that close to get a job at Home Goods and McDonald's. But like now these times and days, it's like hard to get a job. So yeah, it's like really hard to get a job, but other than that, for most people it's like easy to get a job because they know what to do. It's like me, if I had a job right now, I wouldn't know what I would not know what to do because it makes things like difficult to know what to do. So it's like, okay, so like a friend of mine that I know, he has a job, but he used to get, I don't know if he still get SSI or not, but he gets he a friend of mine, he used to get SSI, but now he works at a job. So yeah, like it makes it's like finding a job, it's like hard to find. It's like some of the jobs, um, they want people that knows what to do. But that is gonna do it for now on this podcast. But I will have my wife on the next podcast. But I'm getting ready to watch night 2 of WrestleMania. So I believe night 2 WrestleMania, it is on, but I believe the kickoff show's on. So this is it for now. But don't forget to catch a special podcast this Wednesday, an all special podcast of the R1 Unrated. So yeah, but until then, peace out, and see you on Wednesday for a special R1 Unrated podcast. But until then, peace, and don't forget to like it up and subscribe to R1 Unrated podcast. So that's gonna do it.